Well, I've...
Here it comes!
Your plans won't work.
It's been almost 30 years, and the world is no longer the world we once knew. A virus that escaped from a biological weapons lab tore everything apart. We simply call it rage. In all these years, many fell, many ran, but some learned how to survive in the ruins. A small group of survivors lives on a lonely island, connected to the mainland by a single, heavily guarded causeway. Their rule is simple: the island is safe, out there is not. But everything changes when one of them decides to risk it all and step into the dark heart of the mainland. A place he thought was filled only with the infected, but what he discovers is far worse than any monster. A new mutation. A mutation that has spread not just through the infected, but through some of the survivors themselves. Now survival isn't the only question. The real question is, who can you trust? On a remote Viking island where traditions run deep and dragons are feared, one boy dares to ask a different question. What if everything we were taught was wrong? His name is Hiccup, an outsider among his own people, and the moment he crosses paths with a mysterious night fury, a dragon unlike any other, everything changes. Instead of fear, he finds friendship. Instead of fighting, he discovers trust. And that dragon becomes Toothless, his partner, his challenge, and his destiny. But peace never comes easy. An ancient threat begins to rise, a danger so powerful it could destroy both humans and dragons. To protect their world, Hiccup and Toothless must push beyond everything they know, facing enemies, breaking old rules, and proving that courage isn't about strength, it's about heart. Together, they'll fly higher than fear, bridge two worlds, and redefine what it truly means to be a leader and a hero. What if the greatest threat to humanity wasn't a weapon, a nation, or a man, but an intelligence that can't be seen, touched, or stopped? The world is on the edge as a rogue AI known only as the Entity begins infiltrating global systems, rewriting truth, and turning power itself into a weapon. No government can control it. No firewall can hold it back. And so the impossible falls once again to one man, Ethan Hunt. With the IMF at his side, Ethan steps into a mission where every move is watched, every decision is twisted, and every ally could become an enemy with a single line of corrupted code. To stop the Entity, he'll have to outthink a mind that evolves faster than any human and risk everything he's ever cared about. This time, the question isn't just how he'll complete the mission, but how far he's willing to go to save a world on the brink of digital collapse. What happens when the world's greatest hero starts to be seen as its greatest question mark? As Superman is pulled into conflicts both at home and across the globe, his every move comes under scrutiny. People doubt him, governments fear him, and in the shadows, one man sees his chance. Tech billionaire Lex Luthor, a mastermind who's been waiting for the perfect moment to remove the Man of Steel from the picture forever. But Superman isn't alone. Lois Lane, fearless, sharp, and the only one who sees past the noise, refuses to let him fall. And by his side stands Krypto, his loyal four-legged partner with a heart as unbreakable as his own. Together, they must uncover Lex's plan, protect the truth, and remind the world why hope still wears a cape. The real question is, can they save Superman before it's too late? What do you do when the sky itself begins to warn you, and the end of the world comes riding on a silver board? Strange cosmic signs appear across the planet, storms, energy surges, and destruction that defies science. Humanity has no answers, But one team is ready to face the impossible, the Fantastic Four. Mr. Fantastic, brilliant and always thinking ahead. The Invisible Woman, powerful, calm, and the heart of the team. The Human Torch, fiery in every way. And the Thing, strong enough to stand when the world shakes. But this time, they face a threat unlike anything before. A mysterious being known as the Silver Surfer arrives, acting as the herald of something far worse, Galactus, the devourer of worlds. Now the team must uncover the truth behind the Surfer's mission, confront a force far beyond their limits, and fight to protect Earth from total extinction. The question isn't just how they'll stop it, but whether even the Fantastic Four are enough to save a world on the edge. What happens when the world's last hope is a team that was never meant to be heroes? Caught in a deadly trap with no way out, a group of unlikely allies is thrown together, each one dangerous, each one broken, and each one carrying a past they'd rather bury. Yelena Belova, Bucky Barnes, Red Guardian, Ghost, Taskmaster, John Walker. 6 anti-heroes, 6 secrets, and one mission that could destroy them all. Forced into a perilous operation, they must navigate betrayal, hidden agendas, and the shadows of the lives they thought they'd escaped. But the deeper they go, the clearer one truth becomes. To survive what's coming, they'll have to face the darkest versions of themselves. This isn't about saving the world the right way. It's about surviving it the only way they know how. What happens when a man who once tried to change the world can barely hold his own life together anymore? Bob, a washed-up revolutionary hiding off-grid, spends his days drifting through a haze of paranoia and old memories. His only anchor to reality is Willa, his sharp, independent daughter who's learned to survive on her own terms. They live far from society, far from the past, or so they think. But everything shatters when Bob's longtime nemesis resurfaces, and Willa disappears. Now Bob is forced back into a world he thought he'd escaped, scrambling to find his daughter while confronting ghosts he's spent years avoiding. And as father and daughter fight through the wreckage of their mistakes, one truth becomes clear. Sometimes the hardest battle is the one you fight against your own past. What if the greatest race of your life is the one you thought you'd never run again? Back in the 1990s, Sonny Hayes was the rising star of Formula One. Fast, fearless, and destined for glory. Until one brutal crash on the track shattered his career and sent him speeding away from the world he loved. 30 years later, when a struggling F1 team is on the verge of collapse, its owner comes to Sonny with a wild idea. Come back. Race again. Prove you can still be the best. Paired with the team's fiery young rookie, Sonny finds himself thrown into a world that's evolved without him. Faster cars, bigger stakes, and a spotlight he hasn't felt in decades. But as he fights to reclaim his place on the track, he discovers a deeper truth. The road to redemption isn't a solo race. It's about trust, teamwork, and learning that sometimes the comeback is greater than the rise. What if the place you run back to for safety is the very place waiting to swallow you whole? Two twin brothers, tired of the chaos haunting their lives, decide to return to their quiet Mississippi hometown, hoping for peace, forgiveness, and a clean slate. But home doesn't greet them with warmth. Instead, it watches. As they settle back into the town they once knew, dark secrets begin to surface. Old grudges, buried memories, and something far more sinister lurking beneath the surface. An evil that's been waiting patiently for their return. Now the brothers must confront not only the past they tried to escape, but a new darkness rising to claim them. Because sometimes going home is the most dangerous journey of all. On the surface, Plummerville seems like the perfect family getaway, a quiet little tourist town with bright colors and nothing to fear, or so it claims. Hoping to finally unplug from his relentless double life, Hutch Mansell, a worn-down assassin who's spent years living in the shadows, takes his family there for a much-needed break. But the peace he's looking for doesn't last long. Before he knows it, Hutch is caught in the sights of three dangerous players. A corrupt theme park tycoon, a sheriff who bends every rule for his own gain, and a ruthless crime boss with no intention of letting Hutch walk away. What should have been a simple vacation turns into a full-blown war zone, and now, to protect his family, Hutch must remind everyone that even in a harmless-looking town, messing with the wrong man has consequences. If you love great movies and want me to introduce you to the best ones out there, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you don't lose me. See you in the next video. Goodbye.